G'day, I'm Chris. This is Flat Tank Journey. Welcome back to the shed. This week's video, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I've debated actually whether to show you because I don't need to put down my magneto. I could just play through and pretend it never happened, but it did. And I've always been a bit keen on telling you the truth and showing you what goes wrong when you're playing with things you don't know much about. So we need to return to the petrol tank, and I wet sanded and it didn't go well. Watch. I've got an absolute pigsty in the workshop this morning, and today's the day I've decided that wet sanding the tank is a good idea. I did actually mean to look up who it was. I'll put the water out of the way for a minute. That suggested to wet sand and clear the tank. And I think they're right. I think the tank is good. The cream panels are okay. And I think the edges of these panels might tidy up a bit with a bit of wet sanding. So I bought 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 and 2,000 paper, and then in complete contrast to what I just told you, I've decided, so here's the tank, and you've all seen it, and probably, I don't know, those videos haven't gone out yet, so I don't know what you think. The green looks good. The cream, not as good. It looks good, but the edges don't. So, after telling you I bought 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 and 2,000, I'm actually going to start at 1,500. I could go backwards and take more off, but I can't put more back on. And I hate this. So I'm just doing it while I talk to you so that the pain of scratching the paint goes away. And that's kind of how I feel, that I'm scratching the paint. Oh, it's deeply troubling. Now, I expect that, remember the fisheye that was in the cream panel? I expect that that fisheye will open up again. And this is the side, and I can see it. And I expect that'll open up. I expect to have to dot some of the cream. And I don't know what else I expect. I've done this once before and got a really good result. So I'm hoping to get a really good result. I can see the green is really easy to see that it's coming off, and the cream less so. So I'm going to really try and concentrate and work hard at this for as long as it takes. And when I've got it down to 1,500 all the way around, maybe we'll all have a look at it. So I do expect to have to touch this up, which is not the point of wet sanding, but I do expect to have to do it. God, I'm terrified. Let's see how it turns out when you all come back. Welcome back. I'm a bit devastated. I probably shouldn't record this at the time it's happened. 1,500, 2,000. But what I've got is, well, I've actually got a couple of thin spots. And I really didn't think I did. I put 4 generous coats of paint on this, and I didn't think I had any thin spots. But I do. I have one right here on the top. I have one on the bottom that didn't concern me hugely, but it's still a thin spot. Now, I didn't do the piece where the frame goes. And I've actually cut this, and I was going to apply polish, and there's just no point. It needs repainted. There's little high spots, little dots of white or blue or whatever it is underneath everywhere that I just don't think I can cope with. They'll just look bad. And the thin patches in the paint, especially that one, will just always look bad, and I'll always regret it. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and reconsider my position, because I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I was going to throw clear at it, but then I've got acrylic clear that would go over, I don't know, that would go over the enamel paint I've got. Or I think I have acrylic clear. I don't really know. Doesn't say. But the paint will still be thin and the white spots will be there, and it won't be right. Bugger. I suppose the answer to this is to reverse tape it. The cream panels, they're actually okay. They've polished out really well, and I'm really happy with them. The rest of it is just not right. It's just shit. Sorry. It's just awful. I'll shoot footage and show it to you. And maybe I'll show it to you. Here it is. See the white spot? White spot. I don't know whether you'll see the thin patch. There. See it? White spots, white spots, white spots. That was a mark I'd put in the tank. There's the gloss enamel on the inside. That's what the tank looked like prior to this. That was a chip that I touched up, but there's a white spot that's big, thin patch. Thin patch towards the bottom. It's just a disaster. It hasn't taken me super long to get over myself. I've had a little sulk about what's happened, and I've decided that you better get over yourself, Chris. You're not that important. What I've decided to do is I've decided to repaint the green. So where I had the green taped up to paint the cream, I've decided to tape up the cream to repaint the green. Now, it's just too thin. That's the whole issue. The green is just too thin. So whatever I've done wrong, it just is too thin. So I've been down to the Big Green Shed, the hardware store, and I've bought tape and decided to just tape it up and reverse it. Now, if this goes badly, it really leaves me probably stripping the whole tank. But you know what? I don't see that happening. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Could go badly. But, you know, I'm probably not thinking that way at the minute. I've got paint. So wax and grease removed the whole tank. And just let me concentrate for a second. That's gone well. Not unhappy with that. And, you know, the tape up, well, it'll go as well as it goes, won't it? It didn't go super well painting the cream. And I wasn't super happy. But it went reasonably well. That bit didn't. I need a razor blade that's always sitting just there. I'm going to need to find myself a sharp blade that might be hiding in there. This is my dangerous pocket knife that I hardly ever use. There it is. Now, I need to trim that tape away along the line of the cream and green, which is a bit of a pain, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to tape this up, and then we'll move to the spray booth and we'll give it a paint and we'll see how it looks. And I reckon it's going to look good. I've got my new enthusiasm back, and I'm taking a positive vibe to this, that it can't be worse than it looks now. So bear with me. I will tape all this up, get all this tidied up, a little daggy bit there of tape, and we'll get this done, and then we'll have a look at painting. Right, it's taped up. Now I've only made one goof, or I cut just a little bit far into the cream, and I'll have to fix that later. This is what I do, and this is how it happens, that I get really stressed and I get a bit wound up and I make errors. But I feel good about this. It's had wax and grease remover, it's had a clean up, it's had a tape up, and I really believe this is the only way to fix it other than strip everything off and start again. So what have I got to lose? A little bit of tape and a little bit of paint, not a lot. So let me find some wire and get this set up and see if we can get some spray happening. And you know I love that. I wish this didn't matter so much, but it does. So what's happened? Wet and dry, paint's too thin, and it is too thin. Cream has actually cut back really well. Tells me that 4 coats is about right, although that's what I thought I had on the tank. Although these coats were very generous coats, caused a problem of their own. I've taped up the Filanex, I've taped up the cream panels. I need to give this probably 5 or 6 light to medium coats rather than belting it on super thick. I think that would be a mistake, and I'm prone to that. That's where the thin patch is, right there. Right where I would change hands to paint. Tells me something. Weirdly, the ends didn't end up as thin as they might have imagined. Perhaps it's because I paid a lot of attention to them. Right, that's actually a pretty generous first coat, I think. I need to be patient enough to walk away now and leave that for at least 5 minutes. Actually looks really schmick at the minute. That looks really, really good. Ooh, fingers crossed. It's been 5 minutes. I can see a little mark here. I hope it's not sagging. I did hit around that Filanex hard. I hope not. Ooh, that'd annoy me. Thin bit first. Another thin bit there. Careful of the Filanex. Try to paint the bottom. walk away. That's my biggest issue, having trouble walking away. You're fortunate you're watching this without the gap in the middle. It's been about 6 or 7 minutes this time because I got distracted doing something else. Still looks okay, no guff or garbage. So let's concentrate again. Thin area. Thin area near the filler caps, just there. Sorry to Stuart's wife if you're watching. I did promise I'd start wearing a mask, or keep wearing a mask, but I haven't got one today. So it just has to be how it is today. It's actually quite a breeze blowing through, and it's blowing that way, away. So that's all right. But I am sorry, Stuart's wife. Stuart, tell me what your wife's name is. Lovely. That looks good. That's 3. Wonder how many. Full can. Looks good. Back for what I think should be the final coat. This is coat number 4, and I have a very glossy, smooth looking finish. And I'm very pleased with what I see. I don't see anything horrible, so I don't think I should push my luck much further. Can do the ends first and then shoot the sides. Just trying to get the edge of those filler necks so that they look all right. I'm just going to hit that thin patch where I change my grip once more. I feel like that's probably enough. I'm just putting more paint on because I can. Now I have to walk away and leave it alone, and then I have to get the tape off. In a day. Yeah, at least a day, maybe more. Anyway, jobs to do. It is bracingly cold this morning, and it's been 2 days since I painted the tank. And, you know, I feel okay about it. I'm just going to pull this tape off. I'm not expecting a super outcome because I don't know, because I'm a bit worried about it. Gee, that looks better than I thought. Ta-da! There's the cream panel. So that's a good start. Keep in mind there's a red edge to go around this, so anything that is daggy on the edge has got a chance to come good. Now I'm just having trouble getting an edge up here, but that's not bad. I haven't got as much bleed under as I did the first time when I painted the cream on the green. Hey, that's not bad. Not super, but it's not bad. Have a look at that. What do you think? It's not super, but it's not bad. So what do I say? It's been 2 days. And the tank hung in the spray booth the first day, also known as my shed. Now this is the side where I goofed it up and I cut into the cream paint with the knife trim and tape. And I'm hoping to fill the cut with paint. It's a bit agricultural and I haven't got that paint here with me. But, oh, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It's got a couple of spots on it, that cream paint, but it's not bad. Not bad. There's a cut mark there, just where my thumb is, which is a bit of a pain. That is a victory, I think. Now, the reality is the green paint is a much better finish than the first time because I'd sanded it back to 2000, I suppose. Come and have a look. Not bad. Now, I reckon when I get the red line on that, it's going to look all right. Oh, there's a little bit of a green bob there. What's that? Paint must be soft. I wonder if it wipes away. Yes, it does. So I've got a little bit of wax and grease from over here. I might just give it a gentle wipe. Make sure that there's no green on the cream. That's where the little fisheye is. Just there. But look, the green paint looks pretty good. Let's give it a few days inside to really dry off. Well, parts of that are a bit painful to watch, aren't they? I'm never sure whether I should show you my reactions in real time. I was pretty devastated. I did edit around the range of colourful language because that's not really necessary and I shouldn't be that upset. In the end, the tank looks better for the disaster, if you know what I mean. I think the blocking back and the wet sanding, whilst it destroyed the green paint, it showed there was an unevenness to my paint. It blocked down some orange peel, and the second paint job is actually, well, it's actually really good. It's actually really good. I'm still a bit pessimistic in the video, but now it's 2 weeks later, I think. 2 weeks? Yeah, I'm a little bit in front of you. That's why you can only see the back of the bike and not the rest of it. It's 2 weeks later, and actually the green paint, and that looks really good. Really, really good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So, in some ways, for the sake of taping it up and repainting it again, for a little bit of green paint and some tape, I've actually got a lot better job. So I'm really, really pleased about it. What did we learn? Well, sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to. But in the end, good result. I'm glad I persevered. Hope you got something out of the video. And gee, I hope they get a bit brighter in the next couple of weeks because grim videos like this one, it's about all I can do. Hey, hit the like button if you liked it, or say good day from wherever you are.